all right. Good afternoon, lovely people. And thank you, of course, for joining us again on the lunch break here on LCM TV, of course, where we know how to do it the right way. All right, so this is a time where we get to share some of the trending stories online in the world at large. As you guys are enjoying your lunch time with me, your host, Nedia Strubo, and
Graves Isheng, and thank you for joining us again on the lunch break here on LCM TV, where we know how to do it the right way.
Exactly. So some of you who might be tuning in for the very first time, you might be wondering what the show is all about. Well, this is the time where we get to color up your lunchtime by simply sharing the interesting trending stories online in the world at large. So we do have a number of stories lined up on our menu just for you. Just to cut a few: 3 killed, 10 injured in a minibus crash. That is one of the saddest stories that we have on the menu today. And moving on, a Copbelt youth pledges 100,000 presidential nomination for HH. All right, one of the interesting stories again that we have today on the menu. And moving on to one of the very important story is that IBA issues guidance on ECL coverage. This is one of the most important information or stories rather we have on the menu, Graves.
Sure.
All right, and moving on in entertainment, today is the premiere of a short film by Besta Piri titled Prank Jokes on You at New Metro. And as well, Yo Maps just dropped his album, and I swear the album is jamming. It's an amazing album, an amazing album. All right, and looking at sports as well, Esther Piri today, the queen is back, but not back to actual boxing. So she has a match today at Scream Club there at KK Mall. So those of you who miss Esther Piri, just go there. I'm sure the ticket, maybe they're sold out already. You can watch her in the gloves again. All right, so that is what we have on the menu today. But before we dive right into the stories, we take a break. After that, we'll be right back. See you after a break.
Lishima Classic Media, we can brand your brand. From backdrops to roll-up banners, vinyl and PVC banners, gazebo tents, t-shirt printing, flag banners, business cards. Get branded with Lishima Classic Media today, because here at Lishima Classic Media, we're doing it the right way.
Hi everyone, my name is Ken with the WMBO Ken Dumbo, and you're watching Behind the Stars on LCM. So in every star, that's why I'm behind the stars. Anyway, why me that? Always make sure you watch and subscribe.
Join LCM TV channel, live every Tuesday with court news updates. On Thursday, we go live with environmental updates. Catch us every Saturday as we go live in your community. News on the go with LCM channel. Doing it the right way.
All right, welcome back, lovely people, and thank you, of course, for staying tuned here on the lunch break here on LCM TV, where we know how to do it the right way. Like we said earlier, we do have a couple of stories lined up on our menu just for you. So to begin with, a Copperbelt youth pledges 100,000 presidential nomination for HH. What do you have to say about this view?
I'll begin by saying, okay, this is good. But you know what, Lydias, as the youth, you pledge 1,000, which is good, yes. Good.
That's 100,000.
100,000, yes. But my honest opinion on this, I think because our president is financially stable, and we can't say maybe struggling to raise that kind of amount. But again, you know what the president has done, according to him. He has seen what the president has done, maybe the introduction of free education, the things, the development in the country. He thought it wise to say, maybe let me extend the help. Maybe to him it's a deep in an ocean. But this is good to appreciate according to him, to appreciate someone who has done good things so it's just like it's a way of appreciating the president of the good things that the person has seen, that he actually our president, which is a good thing. So not only to the president, even to us as citizens, if you have seen that someone has done good things to you, it's high time that you come out and appreciate that person. I think that's my take about this one. This is good.
Yeah, actually, so I feel like what Gift Kapembwa is about to do is okay, because there's no law that prohibits you, like you cannot do this for the president, because according to him, it feels like the president has done a lot of things, like the impact in development, economy. We look at free education policy. A lot of things have been done, of course, by the UPND government. And if he feels like that's a way of him to appreciate or to just display gratitude to the president, I see nothing wrong with that as well.
Though there's some comments that are saying, why are you not that money you can help your family? I know, it's just what if
in as much as you can say that brief, we don't know, like we just know the name Gift Kapembwa, we don't know where it's coming from. So in as much as we can be putting it like, okay, why can't you use this money for something else, for something else? You don't know, maybe he's doing fine. And for him,
for him to pledge that kind of that amount in Nedias, this is not a small money.
That is not our concern. Our concern is that, okay, he has placed 100,000, of which it's something that is not even disturbing, something that is not even prohibited. If he feels like he can do that, well, he can go ahead and do that.
One thing that I love about
but do you think the president will accept? I'm sure the president is aware of this, right?
Yes, he has to, because one thing that I've loved about this story is the issue where he came out to say, I know the president is capable of paying for himself, but I've just done this to show the good things that he has done. So in as much as we may say, no, why maybe use that money to make to help your relatives, to one of the, I've seen the comments say, dear, I want to something, I'll get back to you. But if we can deep about the status of this youth, you find say it's well to do. Maybe it's coming from the family which they are well to do family. You get, and they are lacking nothing at the moment.
Exactly.
So so this is one of the good move that the youth, our fellow youth, has done. And maybe to our youth, to us youths, okay, this is a challenge to us youth, because this is our fellow youth that he has done this 1,000. It's not a joke. So meaning he has been saving, he has been doing something positive to his life. So we have, as the youth, we have to stand up and also be doing something. Not that at the end we should pay for the president, no, for our own good.
Exactly.
Yes.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, what's your take on this? Kindly get interactive with us by simply commenting in the comment section down below. Do you feel like what a Gift Kapembwa did, or is about to do, rather, because the elections are not yet, we are drawing close to the elections. What's your take on this? Just get interactive with us by simply commenting in the comment section down below. So we move on. IBA issues a guidance on the late Mr. Edgar Chagwa Lungu's coverage. So this is one of the most powerful and important informations we have on the main news stories. What's your take on this, Griff?
True, and I will support the IBA personally. No, we have seen that the funeral of since we lost the former president, we have seen that a lot of people have come in to do maybe
Yeah.
to do or to use it as a way of campaigning and other things. But this is the caution that the IB has said, no, this issue of the body, the repatriation and the like, let us leave it to the people who are responsible in giving out information. We have the country spokesperson or the government spokesperson who can come in and say, okay guys, okay, some people that are using this, they're taking this an advantage to make numbers, to like for the content creators to make numbers, and also for maybe for my bloggers and other things you get. So this is now the directive that the IBA, Mr. Webster Marindo said, no, let us limit ourselves in terms of coverage, because we can be covering and say, no, here the body Africa, which is good, but the point where now you are trying to do comedy from, because we will see comedy from that, we will see again mocking the bereaved family, which is not good. That can, it's not in our culture, or you can't be mocking the bereaved family, you know. And also the issue of misleading the public, the misinformation. We are now no, the body is in. The body is in. You know, we saw people are saying no, it's not dead, it's not what, which is misinformation. You get.
Yeah.
So this is the good move and the step that the IBA, the Independent Broadcasting Authority, that they have come out to say, with they restrict the coverage of our late president issue, which is very good.
Yes, just adding on what you have said, Griffs, I feel like this is a time whereby as a country we need to be united, because the person who the subject of the topic is that the person here was the former president. So I feel like we need to respect the family. They need privacy, because they're still bereaved, they're still grieving. I feel like we need to respect them. The IBA, you know, coming in, stepping in and saying, no, we need to be careful with the coverage of, you know, this incident. It's good, because you know bloggers how they are.
Yes.
Some of them would want to make numbers out of this same thing, want to be making fake posts. We even see AI generated photos and whatnot. Was it yesterday when I was scrolling on Facebook, I could see it was a corpse, something like a corpse, and people are referring it to like the late president. They were kind of making you know, funny comments. But I feel like as citizens, this is the former president we're talking about. We need to be respectful, we need to respect the family, and we need to pray that this whole scandal dies down. That's what we need to focus on right now, is that once we get back to normal, we just move on, because it's life. You understand? You can't be mocking the family and mocking somebody who's dead. It's very right. The dead are defenseless.
It's not even
the Bible states that the dead are defenseless. We leave everything in God's hands. We pray that everything dies down, so that as a country we proceed, we go forward. It's not good whereby other African countries are talking about us, because this is not only in Zambia, even other countries, African countries are concerned. What is going on in Zambia? What is happening? You know, it's bad. So what's your take on this, ladies and gentlemen? Kindly get interactive with us by simply commenting in the comment section down below to let us know what you think, as you guys are enjoying your lunch time. So we move on. 44,000 the CDF scandal. So 2 council officials arrested over 204 bag cement fraud. So this is one of
okay, it might sound funny and also like in a comedy way, but you know, Nadias, we have seen that the CDF funds has come, and these people are receiving CDF funds. Drama zikapaka mama kamba TV haifika paka CVDeka. Yeah. So so we are moving towards the elections. So kuli drama tunasala CDF so bantu funeka titwetu jabatengepo bapezeke bajemo keke na wewe, but you have to know that whatever things you are doing, you have to be conscious with the law, because the law ikakugwira mtwanga uzaenda. So this is bad, that we destroy we steal the property of the government, we get the cement and ingwani. So this is not good, because this kind of thing Nedias vimachitika na makomboni where wakuletra development mkomboni, but you are taking an advantage again. I mean, development ija mambo kuiba, which is not good.
Yeah, and to think that these people involved, their officials, the council officials, because they were the ones involved in this same fraud.
This is
which is
what
bad.
I've said.
So it's more like they're leading by bad example.
Yes.
Because they're supposed to be the ones who should lead by good example. To the people they are officiating, to the people they're looking after in these various constituencies, and them doing that, it's really, really bad. No wonder we'll be seeing youths doing the same thing, and we'll be condemning my youth. Why? So, but the council officials are the ones who have now done this, which is bad. But good, the police apprehended them and they're following up with the matter. All right, ladies and gentlemen, what's your take on this? Can you get interactive with us by simply commenting in the comment section down below to let us know what you think? Like we said, we do have a couple of stories on our menu, but before we dive right into the remaining stories, we take a break. After that, we'll be right back. See you after a break.
Are you looking for the best area cinematography to capture your environment from above in 4K? Well, look no further. At LCM TV, we've got you covered with our professional drone and pilot that will enable you to shoot from unique perspectives. We deliver breathtaking shots with different recording modes such as photos, videos, panorama, time-lapse, and many more. For more info, contact the numbers on your screen. Get the best area shots with LCM TV.
All right, welcome back, lovely people, and thank you, of course, for staying tuned on the lunch break here on LCM TV, where we know how to do it the right way. Like we said, we do have a couple of stories lined up on our menu, but before we dive right into the stories, let us remind you that we as LCM TV, we do offer a number of services. Let's begin with photography, and I would love Graves to do the honors.
All right, so here on LCM TV, by LCM Lishima Classic Media, we offer a classic photography. If you want to do photos, if you are a couple, or maybe wedding photos, outdoor, indoor, we do that. You just come through to Lishima Classic Media, and we'll be happy to have you and to do it the right way.
And just a reminder that the lunch break is open for sponsorship. Those of you who might be interested to come on board and sponsor this show, you can get in touch with the marketing department through the website www.lishimaclassicmedia.com. Then there you have it. You'll be able to interact with the marketing department. All right, so now we proceed. Heartless criminals rob Kafula Rural Health Center. One of the sad news we have. What's your take on that, Griff?
Yeah, okay. My take on this one, I think I'll connect with the CDF thing, because we have seen that they are somehow related. You know, when things are being blocked for development in our country or in our areas, we have seen this kind of thing. But no, in your areas, they are building a mini stadium or a stadium. We are the citizens, and the like. At the end, or let me just say street rights. Street rights. We are the ones again and Obama solar and at the end, you know, this is not good. So this now goes to criminals. No, that thing were blocked for us from the government. They blocked for you from the government. For Pangiran Clinic, you now you want more business from that. on our business, you went on and steal those things. At the end, when like they have mentioned my medicines and other things, they are not there in the clinic. You are the one again to be blaming the clinic. My clinic government here, mingwala. But you forget that you are the one who stole that thing. So let us try to avoid vandalism and also stealing. In fact, it's more like you are stealing for your ni ndio zako hizi. We mwine futi waendo ziba. Ona waendo ziba after kuba wabwera fetu wabwera abantu pa nyumba loboka mbati ine sinadje nanga ndio zanga zaenda kuti. Are you okay?
But it's good Griff that the police are on a manhunt because these guys they didn't they store electrical devices, even these medical suppliers worth 24,000, which is not a small number, which is not it's fat money. Come on. So and the stolen items include 17 boxes of Coartem or malaria, rapid diagnostic test kits, and they did steal a lot of stuff. And to think that these things, there are some people in the community who are relying on these same things. Imagine you steal and then kwa bura muntu dwala again mambosaki afti mankwala washte. So you are putting it's more like putting other people's health at risk because of a foolish act. You cannot be foolish enough to go and steal at a health facility. Now zakadwa.
This is why
which is not good. It's not making sense
when
at
you
all.
steal, then at the end you are the one complaining. No, government sharing facilities, health facilities, which is not good.
Which is it's not even good at all. It's good that the police are on a manhunt, and you pray that these culprits get apprehended. All right, so what's your take on this, ladies and gentlemen? Kindly get interactive with us by simply commenting in the comment section down below. So now we proceed. 3 killed, 10 injured in Lusaka minibus crash. We have been having a lot of accidents in Lusaka. What's your take on that, Greaves?
We have not necessarily in Lusaka, but let's just take it as as the country at large. We first saw the post from the police saying in the first quarter of this year we recorded about 9,772 accidents, and which is very bad and which is very sad that it came first quarter, and we are at that range of accidents, which is not good. I think again, I think the drivers, they have neglected the rules of driving. Maybe that way we put it in that way. Maybe they have neglected the rules of driving. Maybe we are driving very high speed. Yes, we know that time and the like people, but we have to abide by the rules that the authorities have given us. You as a driver, before you get that license, you have to undergo some certain training. You have to know some do's and don'ts. There are things where you don't have to answer the calls, you don't have to do what, you don't have those things. I think if those things are being followed critically, we might not be having this kind of accidents, this huge number of the number rising to 9,000, which is not good. And coming to the 3 who are injured, I think also as citizens.
So actually the 10 were injured, 3 were dead.
Oh yeah. So as citizens, before this is the core, or maybe it's the core coming from your brother. Yes. No, as we want to go somewhere, or as we want to move, maybe we want to board the bus, we want to go somewhere, I think it's a high time that we put God first, because we don't know what tomorrow will bring. So we have to be careful, like maybe putting our all the things in the God hand, that he may grant us the traveling message, because mulodu mwaipa. Yes, so mwaipa, and we have recorded a lot of accidents. People are dying.
Life, the funny part about life is that some things which happen, some are spiritual. So we need to make sure that when you're on a journey, a long journey, you pray, you start off. And even for the drivers, I feel like this is a time whereby the government needs to sensitize more about don't drink and drive, or speed trap measures. I feel like this should be sensitized, like very, very much.
Strict.
Yeah, I feel like
but I remember the government or the police brought the issue of speed traps. But I don't know if those speed traps that are being used, or maybe I don't know. But they have to if those speed traps they were integrated or they stopped using them, this is the high time that they need to come in again to enforce that speed trap. Because yes, even okay, we saw the revoking of the restriction of traveling at night. Yes, it's good that it will shorten the period of traveling, you get the duration and the like. But also driving at night, I think that's not our topic, but just to touch it. But that's not our topic, but it somehow it's giving a concern, because at night, driving at night where you are dozing and the like, I think to my take, I think it can contribute to rising of the accidents. That's my take anyway.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, what's your take on this? Kindly get interactive with us by simply commenting in the comment section down below. So now we proceed. That takes us to international stories. So Kenyan President William Ruto has announced that East African countries are in discussion to establish a joint oil refinery in Tanga, Tanzania, inspired by Dangote refinery. This initiative aims to reduce the region's dependency on imported fuel. This is what we were talking about in the previous lunch break briefs, to say Africa, African leaders need to come together as one and start thinking outside the box, because we have a lot of intelligent leaders in Africa. We don't need to depend much or rely on much on imported material or fuel.
Sure.
With what is happening in the Middle East, what's your take on this?
This is good. This is good from our leaders in Africa. I think not only in East Africa. I think the entire Africa, yes, should come in and to find a way where we stop depending from from the Middle East, because in Middle East kumapezeka nkondo kumapezeka nkondo Janova, Israel, they are fighting, and at the end some businesses that are being interrupted, the fuel consumption and the like. So this is good that they are in discussion. They are not yet but they are in the discussion, meaning what they would decide is is for the betterness of the people of their country they are ruling there. So this is good, and we wish that every leader in this Africa continent, they should come in one accord, and also to make a concrete resolution in where we can be depending on, because we saw the Kenya, the Tanzanian president say, no, all officials should not be coming with your own car
separately in one bus.
So this, it can be one of the way of maybe trying to increase or to reduce the prices of the fuel. But we need to find a permanent solution. Yes, they are temporary, but we need to find a permanent solution that every African country should depend on that, rather than depending on one person. They are threatening and like. So we need to the leaders in this Africa, this continent, they need to come in and make a resolution together. Not only in East Africa, but also SADC, Central and other. The entire Africa, they need to come in.
Just to add on a few about what you said, we do know that, is it maybe once a year, I don't know, I'm not sure, where they hold bilateral meetings where different African leaders come together from various countries to come and talk about the economic growth of the continent and per country. I feel like it has to be debated. Like all of them need to come together as one, not only East African countries. Like Yabwankache Pamo is like Bankara, once they come up with a solution, unlike depending, in imported fuel, which is not good.
Sure.
Yeah. But what's your take on this, ladies and gentlemen? Kindly get interactive with us by simply commenting in the comment section down below to let us know what you think. Don't just watch as you're enjoying your lunchtime. Comment as well. We want to know what you're thinking. All right, so like we said, we do have a couple of stories on the menu. So before we dive right into entertainment, we take a break. After that, we'll be right back. See you after a break.
At LCM channel, we have great programs for all age group. 80% local content. LCM TV. Doing it the right way.
Lishima Classic Media, we can brand your brand. From backdrops to roll-up banners, vinyl and PVC banners, gazebo tents, t-shirt printing, flag banners, business cards. Get branded with Lishima Classic Media today, because here at Lishima Classic Media, we're doing it the right way.
Governor Space every Thursday at 21 hours on LCM TV. We bring your leaders to account and explain things that they will do for you. Catch the discussion 21 hours on LCM TV. LCM TV, doing it the right way.
Alright, welcome back, lovely people, and thank you, of course, for staying tuned on the lunch break here on LCM TV, where we know how to do it the right way. So like we said, we as LCM TV, we do offer a number of services. We did talk about photography. Now let's talk about printing, large format printing. So if you're an entrepreneur, you run a business, it could be a shop or anything, and you'd like to get, it attractive, by simply displaying what you do, you can kindly come through here. We'll be able to print for you nice posters you stick on your shops to make them look attractive. Hey, you can't say that you are a makeup artist, you have got a salon, you don't have posters. At least if people are passing by, even Patari, makeup with Jawama, I think I can try this person.
No, you know
So
what
you can come
about that. In a number could jam less than just because of the post. We want to chat. What is it? So come through to Lishima Classic Media, and we will be able to do that for you. That okay.
All right, just to remind you, the lunch break is open for sponsorship. If you are willing to come on board, or if you are interested to come on board, you can kindly get in touch with the marketing department through the website www.lishimaclassicmedia.com. There you have it. So now we dive right into entertainment. So to begin with, Best Appearance had thrilling short film titled Prank Jokes on You premieres today, April 24th, 2026 at New Metro. So this is one of the most exciting news that we have, Griff. Best Apiri is one of those emerging filmmakers in Zambia. Yeah, Best Apiri, not only Best Apiri, we can look at Wiseman Piri, Best Apiri, David Senkwe, these young guys who have proven that they have what it takes, to contribute to the film industry. And all thanks to MultiChoice, because some of these guys have passed through MultiChoice for these experiences that they are displaying now. And so today, his short film will be premiering, titled Prank Jokes on You, but it's not the first short film. He has done a couple of them. We have seen them at Sotambe last year, but this one looks interesting. But what's your take on this, Griff?
Me, when we talk about films, I always emphasize on the issue of supporting our local, our local artists, our local everything. I always give this example that when we look at how the Nigerians, they are doing their music or their films, their acting there, they started by themselves to support them. So this is the call to everyone out there that let us try to support our local talented artists, our local talented filmmakers, film writers, script writers, the directors, and all that these who are bringing creativity, art to the film industry, so that we see ourselves on the map in terms of film industry. And so let us also support this movie that is coming, Prank. Let us try to support and tune in. If there are tickets, so go and grab a ticket and also be part of the winning team.
Exactly. So this is what we had in entertainment concerning film, which is good. We definitely need to support local. Local is like support starts with ourselves.
Yes,
We need to support ourselves. Support local. Go to these, because some of the people think as if Zambian film is not happening. But if you start going for premieres, you definitely know to say we are heading somewhere in the film industry. So moving on, Yo Maps' fourth album, Vibes on Vibes, is out. And I've seen a lot of comments on social media. People are vibing,
And I also saw a post from our international artist. Which one among those songs?
Oh my goodness. The lineup.
No, for security reason, I won't say my favorite paja, but Yaripo.
Oh my goodness. Don't let me crack my ribs. But yeah, okay, the album, the track list is making sense. We all know your boy, Yo Maps is really, really talented.
Our
young
international.
man. Our international. Oh my goodness. I have to listen to the whole track list. You have to.
And you have to, because independence one vera mtuanga. When the dance, because that is not recorded. I'm not a social media person.
Okay, all right. What's your take on this, ladies and gentlemen? What's your favorite song? If you happen to have bumped into one as you guys are enjoying your lunchtime, tuzenko ni nyimbo bwanje ya lila ya your boy. All right, so we move on into sports. So Esther Piri versus Sandra. Pardon me the surname, I won't say it because I might make a mistake. So it's Sandra Almeida, I don't know, pardon me. Weigh in at Twalumba Resort. So this is what we have on the menu. What's your take on this one?
This is the final fight for our legend.
It couldn't, but he always comes back once in a while.
No, the time I started watching Esther Piri, hapana is Margaret Chan muja, but for security reasons, security reasons up. For security reasons, singa camp. There's a Margaret Chan. No, Esther Piri, there's a movie vera kushikati wafana, but this is the time that we go and witness vis-a-vis this could be the final fight for our legend, and also we have to go and support, and we know what she can do when it comes to boxing. No, they did with
Pamatero. They did with Pamatero. It was interesting. It was interesting. You know, there's a bit of comedy because Pamatero was watching. But Esther was like, all right, and it's good that this kamamine come to boxing matches. It's not necessarily that other countries were to compete. It's just a tournament Zambian boxers you know, trying to just mingle around and whatsoever. And this is their final professional bouts, you know, these two women. So it will be happening today at Scream Club at 14:30 there at KK Mall. And I'm sure that some of you have already bought your tickets, so some of you are going. But I hope it could be, you know, televised like on ZZBC. I don't know that if it will. I have no idea. I don't know. All right. So what's your take on this, ladies and gentlemen? Are you happy to see Esther Piri back? Not really back, because this is a final one. Let's just watch at least to get to review some of the, you know, childhood memories. Yeah. So moving on, Copa Princesses, they're through to the next round. Oh my goodness, this is good. So Zambia complete double on Rwanda to advance. What's your take on this, Griff?
No, our Copa Princesses, because
they're under 17.
Princesses, I don't know, the issue of princesses, yeah. Okay, our Copa Princesses, they are doing a very good job. We have seen the way they started the match from like the previous match they had with Rwanda. They were 2-0 at aggregate. You know, aggregate team akamba ishima. Na wina hapo kudala 2-0, then mabwera futi wakati no ibora mtea hii. Banzanu no wina kwa kudala. So we have seen the performance and also the energy they are putting in is promising that we can adopt some of the players mja kuwaleta national team to at least strengthen the wakati wafana but as the paper endera veve paenda kopolobana no, this is how the current Copper Queens, the national team, this is how they started, but as time goes they started doing things that are not pleasing to the supporters. But we need to support our princesses. They are doing good, they are doing well, they are putting more effort and also energy to when it comes to football. This is my take.
Yeah, this is nice. You know, we have been preaching this. You know, we need to support, you know, our team, and looking at how these big women they lost, and the men as well. But the Copper Princesses are now putting smiles on our faces. They have painted smiles on our faces, and they are through to the next round. We just pray that they go far in this tournament. So moving on, Mwemba pleads with councillors to put football first over election. Yes.
True.
What's your take on this?
No, sports is one of the games that unites people.
Yeah.
Hapo tingacha debate. No, pali sports, if there is sports, okay, Ronaldinho abwera muno Mzambia 10 abwera pa Aero Stadium zaona vecheza pampira. Why? Because there is sports. So now let's not use sports as a way of maybe for campaigning and other things. Should not differentiate us. Sports is one of the games that brings people, that unites people. Yes, if it's for anything, sports is worldwide celebrated game.
Yeah. So sports is one of the most celebrated, game in sport. Let's just say football. Football is one of the most celebrated sport in sport. Football, yeah.
Yes.
Because it unites people, it brings them together. There's just something about football that you cannot understand.
Oh.
So we definitely need to support, our local teams.
Bola veriri, venango valira,
Venango
bwino. Baseno valira.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, what's your take on this? Kindly get interactive with us by simply commenting in the comment section down below to let us know what you think as you guys are enjoying your lunchtime. All right, so we take a break, and then after that we'll be right back. See you after a break.
Join LCM TV channel, live every Tuesday with court news updates. On Thursday, we go live with environmental updates. Catch us every Saturday as we go live in your community. News on the go with LCM channel. Doing it the right way.
Are you looking for the best aerial cinematography to capture your environment from above in 4K? Well, look no further. At LCM TV, we've got you covered with our professional drone and pilot that will enable you to shoot from unique perspectives. We deliver breathtaking shots with different recording modes such as photos, videos, panorama, time-lapse, and many more. For more info, contact the numbers on your screen. Get the best area shots with LCM TV.
Hi everyone, my name is Ken with the UMBO Ken Dumbo, and you're watching Behind the Stars on LCM. So in every star, that's why I'm behind the stars. Anyway, why me that? Always make sure you watch and subscribe.
All right. Welcome back, lovely people. And thank you, of course, for staying tuned here on the lunch break here on LCM TV, where we know how to do it the right way. So I am joined by Josiah. Thank you, Josiah, for joining me.
Thank you
Who
so
is
much.
going to shed more light about the new show that is coming up. Kindly do the honors, sir.
Thank you so much, Madam Nadius. Yeah, and hello to our viewers. Thank you so much for joining us. So yeah, as she has said, I'm Josiah Mwansa, and I'm just here to talk about the new show that is coming, the Youth Fan Club that will be coming through this same Saturday. That's tomorrow. Yeah, this same Saturday, tomorrow, we'll be having our show starting. So if you're a youth, as I have been saying, if you're a youth and you don't have anything to do kunyumba, bwerani mayuthi tinkale pamoja, so that at least we can make ourselves busy and our minds busy, because you staying at home the whole day, the whole week without doing vili vonse no wonder munkala depressed kairi physical depression yakuvira because you're just seated at home. So come through tomorrow and yeah, just come and have an experience. At least, you know, we just do certain things together, we just do something together. It will be a show that every one of us will be happy and proud of, because it is more centered on the youths. Like even vama youths, why a lot of youths but now less these days, why a lot of youths babema chechamba bankala majanki, all those stuffs will be catered. So come through so that we should be happy, we should, you know, just do a lot of things together here at LCM office off Mungwi Road, yeah. So if you are in Lusaka West, definitely you can just call the numbers on the screen. If you are out of Lusaka West, you can definitely still call the numbers on the screen, and we will guide you on how to move. And the program will be starting at around 13 hours tomorrow. That's when we'll be doing the orientations and other stuffs. So yeah, you can come through and just have a nice time together. Yes.
All right. So you have heard it from Josiah himself. Something new is coming, something big, and we want you to be part of this excitement. We want you to be part of this show. Simply come through here and get to interact as fellow youths. You know, we share ideas, we teach one another one or two things, rather than just staying home, staying idle. Like it's like they said, an idle mind is a devil what? And I don't mind the devil's workshop, right? Definitely. So we definitely need to keep ourselves busy. We need to keep our minds fresh, you know, by sharing new ideas. So the show is starting, when is it starting, Josiah, the show?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Yes.
All right. Do you have anything like
tomorrow,
last...
that's Saturday,
yeah?
Yeah, tomorrow, yes.
Do you have any last remarks to say to the youths out there before we close the show?
Nothing really. Just want to see the youths coming and just excited about the same show, because it will be very powerful.
Exactly.
Yeah, it will be very, like I said last time, that we'll be having a lot of benefits as we start this same show. Others who have an opportunity to showcase their talents. If you're a photographer, definitely they will give you a chance of you doing the photos. Maybe if you want to sit like Nadia's here talking, definitely they will give you a chance of featuring here on the lunch break. Yeah. So it's a life-changing opportunity that we wouldn't want to miss, especially as young people, because it will open a lot of doors. And here at LCM, we have a lot of people who come through. Maybe you don't know, maybe opportunity is with the people that will come through, and they'll see you and they'll see potential in you, and they'll be like, okay, so you don't know what God can do. So just come through, and you know, we should have a good time together. And yeah, definitely.
All right, so that's all we had for you today on the lunch break. And thank you, of course, for staying tuned in. As you guys were enjoying your lunchtime, we do emphasize that we get to color it up a little by simply sharing the most or the top trending stories online and the world at large. And lastly, we ended with the new show that is coming up, the youth talk.
LCM Youth Talk.
Okay, LCM Youth Talk. Come one, come all, be part of the experience. It has been me, your host, Nadia Chua, with my other co-host, Grips Shienge, who just stepped out, and Josiah here. We say bye-bye, see you next time, and keep on tuning in on LCM TV, where we do know how to do it the right way. Enjoy the rest of the day. Bye-bye.
See you.